Now, Wave 31 Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Taylor Knust with 31 Triple Doppler.
Well, it was a nice break from the oppressive heat and the high humidity, but it looks like everything's back tomorrow.
Yeah, pretty much. So we had a 3-day break there, a little vacation from the 90s. Back at it for Tuesday and really the rest of July looking that way. So be it. It's what we come to expect this time of the year. As far as rain goes, we're not really expecting a whole lot of that this upcoming week, and that is welcome after all the wet weather. The flash flooding we had across parts of North Alabama last week is looking a whole lot quieter for the extended forecast. Heat returns in a big way for the rest of this week, mid and possibly even upper 90s starting tomorrow, continuing all the way through the upcoming weekend. It does look like our best chance at rain for the rest of this work week at least is going to be tomorrow, and even then I would call it spotty coverage at best. Again, the remainder of July largely looking pretty quiet for us. Here are the rain totals at the climatology sites in Huntsville, Muscle Shoals, and Decatur. I know there are locations that have received even more than this, but over 4 inches of rainfall this month in Huntsville makes this the rainiest month since back in March for Huntsville, right at 4 inches in Muscle Shoals, just over 3 inches of rain this month in Decatur. So it's been a healthy amount of rain we've had here recently. In some aspects, that's good because we had some minor drought developing, but it all came at too quick of a time for some of you, of course, with the flooding concerns we had last week. We're quiet on 31 Triple Doppler this evening, expecting to stay that way for the rest of the night tonight. Currently it's 73 in Decatur, 75 in Fayetteville, Fort Payne checking in at 73 degrees this evening. We'll see those numbers drop to the upper 60s overnight tonight with a mainly clear sky, calm winds, patchy fog possible in spots, primarily in the valley areas that typically get a little fog late in the night, but nothing terribly widespread or dense is expected. Out the door, clear skies expected tomorrow morning. We'll start off with the upper 60s, quickly climbing to the upper 70s by 9 o'clock on Tuesday morning. Before you know it, we are in the 90s tomorrow afternoon. Guntersville, 91 degrees, Decatur, 94, Muscle Shoals and Moulton up to 95 degrees on Tuesday afternoon, and it just gets hotter from there, folks. 96 on Wednesday in Huntsville, 97 in Moulton, 98 in Muscle Shoals. We'll call it a high Wednesday of 95 in Athens, almost a repeat of that coming our way on Thursday. Now, the humidity the next several days is not going to be absolutely brutal, not quite as high as last week, but noticeable enough to push that heat index near 100 tomorrow afternoon, and then we'll likely climb just over 100 as we head into Wednesday afternoon. Same story for Thursday, getting closer to 105 by Thursday afternoon in a few spots. So again, probably not going to see many heat index values much higher than 105 for the rest of this week, but still it is going to be pretty darn hot out there as we close out the month of July. Future radar keeping us quiet overnight tonight. Clear skies expected for the first half of Tuesday, and then we'll get that chance at a handful of pop-up showers and storms close to dinner time. This appears to be most likely in our northeast Alabama area, perhaps a stray shower or storm farther to the west, but those around Jackson, perhaps Madison County, could get a brief cool down around dinner time, and that should quickly fizzle near or shortly after sunset. The long-range outlook looking quiet, not only in North Alabama, but across the region. Not much going on. Basically, we have a ridge of high pressure keeping things quiet across the region, and that's going to keep the rain at bay for the most part in the extended forecast. You will certainly need to water those gardens. Mother Nature not going to help us out in that regard much for the next several days. Hottest days in the forecast are Friday and Saturday, up to 97 degrees, gradually cooling down and bringing in better rain chances as we head into the first half of next week.
Wow, 97. I'm looking forward to that.
That's 10 straight days of 90s on that forecast, so buckle up.
Thanks, Taylor.